no, look, there's bees all around the back of the truck. Because yesterday I went and collected a bee swarm. Sounds like they're escaped. So I'm up the deer farm. Just been talking to Cliff. He's got an MG midget that needs some work. So have a look at that after I'm finished doing this. Yeah, so yesterday I got while I was out with Owen working, got a call and a message about a swarm in somebody's garden near me. Well, not near me, right at Market Harbour. It's within range of my apiaries though, or two of my apiaries. Well, one of my apiaries, maybe the other one if they're feeling adventurous. Yeah, a little swarm in the garden, so I said, yeah, alright, I'll go down and I'll have a look. But I went down and ended up putting it in a box, and they're in the back of the truck now. I left them in there overnight, but this morning there was a lot of bees around the back of my truck, so whether on the way back last night the box opened or something, I'm not sure, but I'm going to situate them down here, probably over there next to them ones, or maybe next to these ones, because they're, well, yeah, and there's not much wash pressure here, so it should be good. But these bees look busy. Busy as a bees. So that's good. It's lovely and warm here. It's really muggy, like thunderstorm weather. Anyway, I'll come back in a minute when I open up the back, because I think I want a suit on. Alright, so I'm gonna put them there. So I suspect, oh look, a bit of wash pressure there already. We need some wasp bait in this down here. I've got some jam with me. So I suspect when I open this, there's probably going to be a lot of bees come out. Of all the days you want someone to break into your truck, last night would have been it. Oh no. But yeah, yesterday caught a surprise swarm. Went and collected a surprise swarm. We can hear them. And there's bees flying around. So I've got a little treat of tub of honey. We'll put some grass in it and then they can have that. So yeah, it weren't a massive swarm. It was like, it did look like a cash swarm, which had me worried because obviously all the bees down Braybrook. But yeah, they're in there. So anyway, we'll put them on this hive stand. It's the stand that holds 3 lots. Put them here. And we'll just open this little hole for them. And they should relocate to here because they come from so far away. But I'm going to pop the top anyway. They've got frames in there. I was a good boy this time and I put 5 frames in there. One's drawn out, not very good frame, wants preparing. See, look at this wasp pressure. But the other frames are like, got a bit of comb on and then a couple of empty, so they've got plenty to do. We'll have to feed them up. Yeah, there's wasp pressure down here. I think I'll worry about them. These ones are strong and all, and strong and aggressive, them ones. These are aggressive when they want to be. They're bringing in pollen. In with the pollen, girls. Yeah, I'm just going to pop top on that. Maybe light smoker to give them this honey treat. Make sure they're not all in the feeder. And then we'll refill the wasp trap. So there does appear to be a queen, look. There she is. She's really small, so she's most likely a virgin queen. Oh, here. There she is though. So yeah, a young swarm, young cass queen. How are you going to do, little queen? Okay, so that's put them there. So we see they've got a queen. She looks like a virgin queen, so we'll just have to see. There's no drones on, you know, I don't see no visible flight of drones. But these girls will get tested by the old wasps. So hopefully they make it through winter. And hopefully they can get bred. It might, you know, this hive's massive, so it might possibly have drones. See, there's still a lot of drones in this hive, you see, and there is other hives with drones still. Perhaps this hive needs checking just to make sure it's not a drone laying queen or anything. Make sure it's not gone like that, because if it has, well, we got a queen. I'll let you into a little secret. I've got a queen on order coming through the post at some point. So, well, September, I know when it's coming. So I might, because yesterday when I picked that up, they well, I didn't ask for any money or anything, but they paid. Well, she gave me some money, so I'm thinking of the money, maybe I use it to buy another queen, basically. Need a better box than this. They need a better feeder. You need a better feeder, bees. Crack on anyway. But yeah, the wasps testing them. It's not the right feeder for the box. But yeah, that's on anyway. We've got a wasp trap out, so that's it. Yeah, we're done. I'm gonna, well, I've got to come up and check all these hives anyway, but obviously not that one that I've just put there. But I'll check the rest later, because I've got to go and do the other two sites, because I need to check Arbor now, because that's where this one's closest from. So I need to check Arbor, make sure none of them are swarmed. We'll see what's going on. And then Eckland Lodge, so I'll check these last. I'll probably check these in a week, because I need to do a full check on that, which is going to happen. But yeah, but today I need to make a chicken coop for my chickens, a chicken run, because I bought them a new chicken house to live in, because their one's a bit small. So, because we want eggs. So welcome back again, guys. It's a bit later in the day from when I took the bees up, the swarm up. Oh my god, look at this. What is going on? All these bees are on it, look. Have we got a flow on or something? Are they mass robbing each other? What is going on? Even these girls are busy taking out wasps. Oh god, we have got wasp traps. What's going on in that one, isn't there? So we've got some busy old girls. Look at these wasps just camped out, look. Not good this year, the wasps. Luckily the bees are strong. Got strong old bees, thank goodness. Yeah, that's full, look. That's just jam and stuff. Yeah, so I weren't expecting these bees to be like this. I don't think I'll be opening any hives, because it'll just promote robbing. Hopefully that hive over there is going to be alright. I think I did the right idea by taking that cast swarm to the deer farm and not up here. Okay, so I've just had a look in all the tops. Not crack the hives. There's a lot of wasps down here for being in the middle of nowhere. But they're all doing well, and they are extremely busy. There's loads of pollen coming in. Dark purple, ooh, these wasps, look. Dark purple, all sorts. So yeah, the girls are busy bees. So I'll just go up to the farm now I need to change. I've changed the wasp bait and I've put the wasp trap over there because that one is well under pressure. Obviously that's a split, a late split that I'm trying to get a queen on, and it's very late in the season to be trying to do that. But there's still drones. Look, there's still drones coming and going. Drones coming and going from this hive. A few of these hives down here have still got drones. They're all right. The queen's all right. I have looked, because we have been having rotten success with drone laying queens this year. We've had a lot, like way more than any other year I've been doing the bees. So we'll see. But yeah, these are under a lot of pressure from the old wasps. They've got the tiniest of opening. They seem to be doing all right though. So I put a wasp trap next to them, but you see, oh look, the bees it's got some nice stuff in it that the bees wouldn't mind probably chomping on. Probably I'll move it to the back of the bees nest when the wasps go around to check out the backs of the hives. Yeah, they seem to be landing. It's like they're collecting stuff that's falling through the mesh underneath. The bees are having a clean out. Look at that, it's just for every other bee there's a wasp. They seem to be going underneath and picking up the scraps and stuff. So yeah, I think I'll put the wasp trap around the back, or further up the side. Because obviously the wasps, they go around the hives looking for weaknesses, looking for weak ways in. Ideally, right, you want to build a separate chamber on the hive somewhere and then integrate that so it's a wasp trap. But you've got to be careful because you'll get trapping bees. Anyway, off to the next farm. Looks like they've done that field. Still got to do this one. Where I put my smoker in the truck, I like to hook it on there. Like even if it's not gone out, it's not gone out in a minute, I'll stuff it up with grass and then I'll hook it on there with the bellows shut, and it stays in there pretty well, to be fair, unless I drive like a loon. But it's smoking up the old canopy. Like, I'll probably have to power wash the old canopy out at some point, although it's full of sand. Yesterday, telling I went to load sand into a bag in the back here. There's sand here, there's sand up there, there's sand over there, there's sand everywhere. Look, there's sand there. He's like the Sandman, that boy. Everywhere but the bag. Huh. Anyway, up to the other farm. I'm in the swenty breeze because it's cooking, and I've not got the long sleeves, but it's a comfier suit, you know. Especially keeps the veil away from your face and everything. But yeah, anyway, up to the other farm. The only trouble is driving with it on. You can't really drive with it on. You can drive with it on, but who wants to drive with it on? I don't. And everyone looks at you like you're some kind of wally. But you take it off, but it's so big it gets in the way of the driving, you know. Anyway, on to the next, up to the farm. We've got to get a bit of wire and all that I've got up there for the new chicken coop door. So I'm up the farm now. We've got some sheep in the road. Come on, sheep, out the road. Yeah, we're have a look at these hives. Just a quick look and see what's occurring. It's so hot today. It's a funny old day. Hot, dry, horrible day. Well, horrible, say horrible, you can't say horrible. It's a hot day. The old cows down here. yeah, I don't know what them bees were doing earlier, but they seem mighty busy. A lot of drones, as I say, still. So we might get some late mated queens, hopefully, because we hope that that swarm gets mated, because that queen looks like a virgin. Look at this big old lean cow. Don't kick me truck, cow. Oi, look at you, you got flies on your face, and you. Not good, eh, cows? Bloody flies. Don't kick me truck. Yeah, they need some spray flying on them. Some fly spraying on them. Look at them. Look at the horns on this one. Right, cow. Yeah, look at them. Oh, I think they're hungry. They've ate that field. There was a lot of stuff in there, but there ain't no more. Isn't that right, horny cow? You look kind of boss-eyed, that cow. Them sort of worrying me. There's a lot with horns, isn't there? That one looked like it had a fat lip. I think it's been down near the bees. So I think they can get down near the bees, but not in with the bees, because they'd knock them off. Well, that cow looks funny, doesn't it? The maize is growing well. The maize. Oh, are they all stuck in that field? Kind of. They got water, I suppose. But that field, yeah, let's strip that. If you look at the back videos, there's a lot of stuff growing in that field. Them old cows and sheep are that a lot. Apart from the thistles. Something's nibbled the thistles. I think they take the tops off. Don't know. Got sheep down here. Quite impressive how they've ate that field down to virtually nothing. Thistles. Anyway, go down and check these bees. One thing I've noticed since all the new fencing went up, which is a bit of a worry, right? The fence ends here and then the new fence starts there, but there's nothing fenced in this gap. And like, look, animals have been going along there. But if they go all the way along there, they'll be in the apiary. They'll be in there with the bees. What this sheep's doing. Oh, we can hear sheep maring. It's maring to the other field. Sheep's. It's lost its little bo peep. It's lost the sheep. See the bees coming back as I'm driving in, flying towards the arch. Not as many as the other day. Lots of nice blackberries going over now. Nearly finished, look. So the old ferals are out. Hello, gals. Yes, so the swarm I picked up yesterday weren't far from here, you know, 2.7 miles or so, about that. So it weren't none of these. The old pheasant down here, look. Not so many wasps down here no more. The wasp, you know, the wasp trap works really well down this apiary. Look at that, it's full of wasps again. So just jam and water. It's a really good wasp bait. we've learned. Well, we knew anyway. So that's the newspaper combined I've done. I'll crack that box open and have a look. I need to get the strimmer down here. There's wasps on these hives. I need to get a wasp trap down this side of the acorn. Busy old girls them. Yeah, anyway, I shall get on with what I've got to do. So this hive, the bees are completely properlised all this up. Look, they've kept a little gap on that one, a little gap on that one, and it does look like they're properlising them up. Sometimes I scrape that off, which probably annoys them, but look, it keeps like the moths out. It's bee defence. It smells lovely. Look, get off me, moths. It smells lovely, the propolis does. When I make candles, I like to put a bit of propolis in with the wax. When I melt the wax, I like to melt a bit of propolis in there, so when the candles burn, they smell like propolis and wax. So it smells just like the beehive. I'm not filming much because the GoPro's only got about 30% battery left. This is the one I've done the newspaper combined, so what I'll do is I'll have a look in here now. There's a lot of bees up here. What they're doing, who knows? Only they know. When you put a bit of wax up there, I'll put wax up here to clean up, look, and they restructure it and build it into something new. Like a condo. There's the failed, well, it chewed out, but you never know, we might have a bloody queen up here, queen down there, queen here, there and everywhere. What do you say, bee? What do you say? We say no wasp. I've had a frame drop, look. This frame's dropped, so I'll have to work that back up. But I'll run through these, see what happens. Usually what would happen now would be them bees would integrate with these bees through the newspaper over the course of a few days without having a war. And then obviously these were drone laying queens, so they weren't queen right. So the bees down there should have come up there and annihilated whoever was being the duff queen, whether it be a queen or workers. These bees should have wiped them out, hopefully, and then they'll all reunite to the queen that was in the bottom. And then usually what would happen is they'd backfill this box with honey all the way down to wherever there's queen excluder. I don't think there is one, because this year I didn't run many queen excluders. Some hives I did, some hives I didn't. So yeah, it could be brood all the way, you know, but I'll run through this box just to see. That seems to have worked, basically. There's no more brood in there like fresh brood. There's some of them drones to hatch out. There's no more fresh brood, and they're backfilling it with honey or nectar. So yeah, newspaper combined worked. So you lose a hive, but then you gain more bees for a stronger hive. And if it was earlier in the season or anything, you'd have had more honey.